Picture-based questions looks tricky. Let us start and decode because boards are near. Sample paper is released. Picture-based questions looks tricky, but do you know they are the easiest question which can help you to score maximum marks in your SST exams? By this video, we are going to decode how to solve picture-based questions. Welcome on the platform Deeksha Vedantu. This is your SST faculty Tanvi Ma'am, and today we are going to talk about the clues and the tricks which you need to follow while answering the picture-based questions. Because do you know guys, I was seeing the trend of how many picture-based questions are asked in the previous year question papers, and what I have analyzed that at least 2 questions are there, right? And one more important thing, that sample paper is released by CBSE every year, and for this year 2025 to 2026 we have 2 questions in the sample paper, and the questions are in front of you. You can see that this particular one is from history and this is from civics. So the trend follows such that you can have maximum questions from history, there are chances of questions from civics, and little chances of questions from economics. However, we have no chances for geography because we have map work from geography enough to get marks from there. So let us start and decode how to not lose a mark from image-based question, because we don't want to leave any page unturned. So after moving to this, let us talk about tips and tricks to solve the picture-based question. And the most important one is that whenever you are reading NCERT, as it sounds to be boring because it is so much black and white, you sometimes miss the pictures that are added in the chapter, right? So don't do that mistake again, because that particular pictures and the titles written over them are very, very important. Whenever you see the picture like this one from civics, you will enjoy the caricature, but you forget meanwhile that there is a title written over there. And the title to this picture says that reigning the reigns, though particularly this caricature is of Russian ruler, and they are talking about that we need to rule the Russia. We need to rule the reign, and this period is particularly ours. So the first thing that you need to keep in your mind is always read the names and the titles of the picture. Let's move to the second one. The state plead for more power is the title to that, and do you know you need to analyze also. Like you can see in the caricature, there is a caricature of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, the first female Prime Minister of India, and there are certain leaders of India from different states like Bihar, Rajasthan, Gujarat pleading for powers, because we know that during her time the centralized government was more powerful in India. So what I need to make you understand from this is that always read the name and the title of the picture from your book. Okay, so let us see one question from which certain titles are important. So the question says, what does the following picture depicts about the center-state relation? They will put a picture in front of you without the heading, because this time you need to answer the correct one from the title of the picture. Options are A, the state plead for more powers. Option B, the state have equal powers. Option C, that are perils of ruling a coalition government, or it is D, none of these. Right now I want your answers in the comment section, because we have discussed about it just now. So up till now, if you were missing the title, stop it right away, because boards are near and you can't miss 1 mark for your exam, because this is how you secure 80 on 80 in your SST exams. Okay, moving towards the trick number 2. Before moving to trick number 2, I want to tell you, my students, after all my research and analysis, I have collected so many questions from image-based, okay? And we have uploaded already one video in which you can get maximum 25 to 30 image-based questions for your practice. Now, how can you get that PDF? Just by joining this WhatsApp channel, the link of whose is given in the description box. So what are you waiting for? Grab that free PDFs so that it will be helpful for your exams that are coming in class 10. However, we have second trick in front of us, that is always read the explanation box below the picture. You know that they are very, very smart. What they have done, after the title, they have given you a box below the picture, like figure number 1.7 says that. But what do? Do you ever read it? No, you always skip it, students, because you just see the picture of Napoleon, get happy, use your pencil and mark something around it and move forward in your class. But this is not the right way. Rather, you should need the description box, because the description box can be asked as a question in your exam. For example, just look at this picture. This is the picture of Napoleon when he was returning back after the Battle of Leipzig, and he lost many territories in that battle. But how do we know that? The picture signifies that by this box. See. Figure number 5, the courier of Rhineland loses all that he has on his way home from Leipzig, the Battle of Leipzig that was fought by Napoleon, right? Napoleon here is represented as a postman on his way back to France after he lost the Battle of Leipzig in 1830. Now, what becomes important that he lost the territories, and this Battle of Leipzig was fought in the year 1830. If you would have not read this description box, how would you know that this battle was fought in which year, and what does this picture means or tells about? Right? Let us talk about the next picture here. You can see this picture is of Germania. Right? You can also see the same picture in the Frankfurt Parliament on the wall where people were met to form Germany, a constituent nation. Right? So, see, what is important from the description of this Germania, that this picture is made by Philipp Witt. Right? The artist name was Philipp Witt and made in the year 1848, the same year when Frankfurt Parliament was convened. So, this is how you could understand that how these pictures and the explanations are important. I'll give you an example of such a question, that how is Bharat Mata portrayed in the above picture? So this is the picture of Bharat Mata, very old age picture drawn at the time of nationalism, freedom struggle within India. Right? Now tell, options are A, that's ascetic, B, divine, C, spiritual, or option D, that's all of the above. Now, let us talk about the description box that is given below this picture, and it says that the Bharat Mata picture is made by Abanindranath Tagore in 1905. So, 1905 is particularly the year when India was having Swadeshi movement, right? And Swadeshi word itself means that we are promoting indigenous things and boycotting the foreign goods and substances, all about that. But here what is important, that picture is made by Abanindranath Tagore, and it is a mother figure here is shown as dispensing learning, food and clothing. The mala in one hand emphasizes her ascetic quality. Abanindranath Tagore like Ravi Verma. Here one more thing is there, that they are saying Abanindranath Tagore like Ravi Verma. The question can come as, who is Ravi Verma? So who is Abanindranath Tagore? A painter. Okay, like this you can connect the question. This is how sometimes we miss these boxes and lose marks in our SST exam. So important. It is so important to follow the tricks and trims to secure full marks. Hope you guys have understood that, and we are moving to the last trick of the day. That what does the picture signifies? It happens sometimes that we are a student, we are just mugging up the books, reading the books and recalling it. We are doing basically rectification. But do you think that it works? No. In a SST subject, you should have analysis basis also when you are studying the pictures or the book. For an example, you studied this picture, you saw this picture, how can you study it? You saw this picture and you are seeing that someone is sitting on a stone that says democracy. And you can see that some stones are thrown on the same person, and here it is written to get more DA, okay, to solve the border dispute, student demand. So you are getting the point that, okay, someone is sitting and the picture's title talks about democracy. But do you know what does the picture signifies can also be a question in your exams? For that purpose, you need to analyze the picture too. So this picture is from the chapter political parties. Okay, one more important trick comes from here, student. I just got it in my mind that the more important thing is also you should analyze that this picture is from which chapter. because the options can vary from different chapters, and if you know the picture is from this chapter, you can easily crack the code. Okay, so the cartoon shows several stones labeled with different public demands being thrown at a man sitting on a rock labeled democracy, which signifies, now the point comes, which signifies that democracy faces multiple challenges and demands simultaneously. Okay, and the question from the similar topic can come as like this: the cartoon shows several stones labeled with different public demands being thrown at a man sitting on a rock labeled democracy, and this you are going to answer right now in the comment section. Okay, so hope you just recalled all the tricks and tips. I am just revising it once again. Pay attention. First, read the title and the heading of the picture. Second, read the box that is given below the figure, right? Third one, do not forget to analyze and interpret what is the picture signifying. And fourth, always remember from where the picture is, like from which chapter the picture belongs to, and this is how you can easily solve all the image based question for sure. I am pretty sure that two particular questions are going to come into your exams. So hope this one is clear to all my students and you have enjoyed this video. Do not forget to see the video which I uploaded already with all such image based questions. Download the PDF for free and you are going to crack your SST exam very easily. But before moving, hit the subscribe button for Deeksha Vedantu to enjoy more such strategic videos. Thank you.